Hello everyone, my name is Priska Oserale. Today I want to show you how to prevent sagging on your wrap, either top or dress or whatever you're creating that is a wrap. Okay, I'm sure you must have noticed that sometimes after making your wrap it sags a little bit on the neckline. That is because this neckline is more or less on the bias. Okay, so because of that there's going to be a little bit of excess on the neckline. To prevent that, this is what I do. I measure my neckline, that is after drawing out my wrap neckline. I measure what I have, then find half of it. So I'll take a dart on that half depending on how tight I want it or how fitted I want it, and also the kind of fabric I'm using. For this I'm using a non-stretchy fabric, so the dart isn't that big. All right, just to remove that excess right there. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that I've connected it to my dart point right here. I'm going to be cutting this anyway, so I'm just going to transfer it to my waist. Okay, so you can see that I've connected my dart to my dart point. I want to move it to my waist. I've already cut my pattern on the half length. Okay, this is the half length, and I've also added my wrap allowance to it. So I'm just going to close this. I'm going to close this and transfer it to my waist. All right, so this is what I mean. I'm just going to cut this. I've already contoured this. I've removed the excess. This pattern is the one that carries the underarm dart. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Alright, so here we are. I have creased the dart. Okay, I'm transferring it now. Alright, you can see that it's opening up at the waist. Alright, I'm using the armhole princess style line, and I have also contoured this, so I can go ahead now and cut this out. Okay, it's contoured already. I prefer to add my seam allowances on my pattern, so you can see I have my seam allowance added already. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out all this. Okay, like so. Okay, so I'm cutting all this away like so. Okay, just cut all that away. Okay, so this comes to this place. So I'm going to secure this and then redraw this neckline. You can see it's no longer equal. I'm going to redraw it. I actually wanted it to curve in a little bit, but I think I'm just going to go with the straight one. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this. I actually wanted to make it a bit deeper, but I remember that the client said that she wouldn't want it to be too wide. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like this. So I'm going to be cutting this out. So this now becomes my wrap. I actually used my underbust as my break point. Okay, all right, so here we are. So these are my pattern pieces right here. So here are my pattern pieces. So you add your cutting instructions and your grain lines. Okay, my grain line. All right, also add your grain line to this panel. So my cutting instruction will be cut 2. This will also be cut 2. Okay, and then you add all your seam allowances, only 0.5 to join up this together. Okay, I already added my seam allowance to the side panel. Okay, so here they are. I hope you find this useful. Okay, so I'll be sharing this once I'm done making it. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting on fabric now. See you soon.